What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Life with Lauren. Today we are going through my entire Sunday reset routine. Usually at this time I'm at church, but right now, if you can tell, I'm a little bit sick and I don't know, I just don't want to get anyone sick there. So we're gonna do everything we need to do to prepare for a great week today. Last week was my last week teaching my very own class by myself, so I'll continue doing that for the next, it's a career now. I'm graduating on the weekend. I have family coming in town this week, so it's really crucial that I have all my ducks in a row to ensure that this week is everything it could be. This place is a disaster. Like, disclaimer, it is an absolute disaster. I don't know how some of this stuff is, like, I have jackets on the floor in the kitchen. It's bad. And I have so much stuff to prep for, like my juices. I need to make almond milk, grocery shop, meal prep, laundry, just so many things. But it's the most crucial part of what makes my week go so well. Like, I have really good weeks that are everything I hope they can be, and let me show you why. The very first thing I'm gonna start by doing is cleaning up the kitchen. So before I go grocery shopping, I like to have this whole place as spotless as possible, except for the floors, because I do have to cook when I get back. And it sounds confusing, like, why would you clean and then cook? But I think it just makes me feel so much better to come back and clean without this chaos going on, and having the dishwasher unloaded so that when I do clean, I can just load it all in the dishwasher and it's not this long process. So we're gonna do that first. We're gonna put away all the dishes and wipe down counters, do that whole thing, and then I'll move on to the other areas of the house that just need to be picked up and put things back in their spots. Okay, as I mentioned, this place is dirty and I'll take full responsibility, okay? I have 3 pairs of shoes. It's just a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on. Now that it's not such a disaster in here, a little Christmas decoration tour. I love this little ombre tree my mom got me. It's like a white and gray ombre tree, and I just think it's so cute, and it fits perfectly in our living room since our living room is not the biggest. Also, one of my favorite areas is this little entertainment center we have. I just think it's so cute. I love those candlesticks and anything cranberry I'm all for. I think they're so cute, and I love this checkered theme. In our kitchen, we have one of these little stands. I initially got it for like a cute charcuterie board, but I've been just using it for decorations. Honestly, I like it a lot. Also, in our room, I put up a tree, and it's been the coziest thing ever. I love it. I got like the smart plug-in where basically I can turn the tree on and off from my phone, so we can enjoy it up until we're ready to go to sleep. And then, since I'm lazy, I don't have to get out of bed and I can just turn it off from bed. So just a little life hack, something I've been doing recently is, even after I shake out the mats in my bathroom, like, there's still hair in them. If you can tell, I have a lot of hair, and Josiah has a lot of hair, so it just disgusts me when there's hair in a rug. You know, when you're getting out of the shower and it sticks to, it's just, it grosses me out. So after I shake them out and then sweep my floor, of course, I go ahead and use a lint roller, and I just go through the whole thing, and all the hair comes out. Like, all of it. And I have to do it multiple times, and I do it to not only the mat under my sink, but also the one under my shower, just to ensure that there is no hair. Every single time, do it. It's the best. My room is just a wreck because we're getting rid of stuff. We're busy, okay? When we get home, we're so tired, or when we wake up early and just starts going to the gym, like going through his gym clothes. There's just a lot of stuff everywhere, but we're gonna take care of it right now. Next on the list of things to do are make my grocery list, and I'll show you how I go through that and how I plan out my list. But while we're doing that, I'm going to first put in my first load of laundry, which I think I have 4 loads today. So lots to do. My grocery list is something I take super seriously. I'm not someone who is into designer things or expensive and fancy things, but I will pay, I don't even care how much, on groceries that I love. So I spend tons of money on fruit. I try to buy things more on the organic side, less things on preservatives. Sometimes I'll, for example, make a sauce myself rather than buying like the can of it. So that does get a little bit more expensive, stuff like that, that I'm willing to pay more money on. But the way that I organize my grocery list is, first and foremost, I write out every single day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, etc. And then I put breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm super intentional about what am I actually eating every single day. Because if you don't think about that, you'll just probably eat out and spend money or buy things that are just quick, and we don't want to delay gratification when we're hungry. So it's that instant gratification, usually fast food, whatever's quick. So that's why I take this seriously. And it also, I can stress out really easily when I'm not super organized. So just knowing what I'm gonna eat every single day gives me that peace of mind that that's one less thing I have to worry about, and I can worry about bigger issues and not these just little small things. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I finally have planned everything out, and now when I go to the grocery store, I'm not buying random things. I'm buying everything with the purpose in mind, and also it helps me prepare because, for example, I make our almond milk. So sometimes I put cereal as the breakfast on the day that I have to wake up the earliest, because I have to be at work earlier that day, and that lets me know, okay, on this day I have to make almond milk so that the next day I'm not scrambling and then I don't have milk for my cereal and then I don't eat, and etc. It sounds like, is it really that deep? And I'm not trying to make it super deep, but it's always the little things, right? It's always the little things and the details that so many people think don't matter. They matter, because our lives are a lot of little details compacted together. All right, I just showered and got ready to go run some errands. The thing about me, like I said, big on groceries, is that I like different foods from different stores. So on the average day, I'll get my meats and produce at like Sprouts, and then at Walmart, I specifically like their cuties and their tomatoes, and then like anything I need in terms of toothpaste, I need shampoo, that sort of thing. And then Sam's is where I get my berries. So it's a little bit annoying to do all that, but I value my good berries from Sam's. I like my tomatoes the best from Walmart, so I'm gonna buy the things that I want from the places that I want. But before that, I do have a sale going on for my clothing line, so I'm gonna be making some deliveries today and also picking up bags of clothes from people who are donating to the sort of clothing drive I'm doing for Gospel Rescue Mission. So on to that. By the way, it is only 11 a.m. so we're doing pretty good. We completely cleaned the house. I have 2 loads of laundry already done or in the washer and dryer, and then I just have 2 more after that. Still got to grocery shop, do my errands, meal prep, but then that's really it. Wait, no, I still have to juice and make almond milk and do some other things. Okay, we still have a full day ahead of us. Okay, just got back from the grocery stores, I should say. Not store, but stores. And I'm exhausted. I'm really exhausted, but I have all of our veggies for the week. I have all of our fruits. So like I said, I really stock up on berries, kiwi. I love dried fruit, especially in the area where you can get your own amount. And I always get the options that do not have sugar added, because like the banana chips, for example, there's one area where they're sweetened and one area where they're not. So I try to avoid those extra sugars. I love this popcorn, the best ever, and it's like the nutritional The nutrition facts are pretty good. Always have yogurt in case we're running late or need a snack. And then I found these coconut chunks I wanted to try. Of course, I already showed you our probiotics. And this bread is so good from Sprouts. This sourdough, it's so thin. It makes like the perfect sandwich, the perfect avocado toast, all of that. And then I always buy this package of salmon from Sprouts as well as the shrimp. I just think it's such good quality. So yeah, grocery store recap. So I always clean and dry my berries beforehand, which this aspect of it takes a long time too. The whole grocery shopping and cleaning off all of the fruits and vegetables takes a really long time. And I've done Walmart pickup before, but I don't prefer it. If I'm coming in from out of town and don't have time to go grocery shopping or something, then I'll use it if I'm on a huge time crunch. But generally, I don't love it because I can't see what produce is best, or sometimes the thing they swap out for you is not my preference. So I'd rather take the time to go myself. What I'm meal prepping today is really just going to be so simple. Just your basic chicken, broccoli, and I thought I had rice, but I don't, so potatoes it is. For my chicken, I'll do it on a pan. For my broccoli, I'll steam it. And then for my potatoes, I might bake them. I'm going to bake them. And mostly because I'm lazy and on the pan I can put foil and then I won't have to wash it. The chicken is still defrosting, but I'm gonna prep the potatoes. So I'm just gonna add some olive oil. It is better if you do this in a bowl, but I just really don't want to waste or wash another dish. Okay. From there, I'll add some garlic. Add some pepper. Some salt. Paprika. And my favorite thing on potatoes is rosemary. Rosemary just gives them that extra goodness. And then you can just mix them up again. So I'm gonna bake these at 350 for, honestly, probably like 45 minutes. Potatoes take forever. These look good. For our chicken, I'm gonna be adding a lot of the same spices, except I'm also gonna add a little bit of parsley, a little bit of lemon pepper. That's a lot of spice. Okay, starting off, we will have to do both sides. This should be interesting because some of these are still frozen and some of them are already almost cooked from the microwave, so. This is the rosemary again. I love rosemary on chicken. Fresh rosemary is really good on chicken too. I have an old video where I meal prepped using rosemary chicken. Some salt. Okay, parsley. Paprika. Not too much. When I flip them, I do try to get any excess with the other side, just to pick it all up, not be wasteful. See, that almost did the whole thing. And then I'll just do that to the other side. So the first thing I did was I added, there's a minimum line inside of this, so I filled the water, or I filled the base up to the minimum line, which comes out to 5 cups. And then I added 1 cup of almonds to this cup. And now to sweeten it naturally, I'm gonna add 3 dates. And they're already pitted. So after that, it's really simple. You just screw this on. There we go. So once you have it, everything inside, you'll twist it and lock it. Then you'll line it up. Close it, and you hit the little cow button, which starts itself, and it also finishes it on its own. Once it stops blinking, that lets you know that the almond milk is done, and you just pull this out. I'll let it sit in the sink for a little bit because you'll see that it still is dripping because all of the pulp is in here, which is actually so delicious. I'll show you it in a little bit. It's just grinded up almonds, but it's so good in like a smoothie bowl, or if you add it to your yogurt and fruit. It's really, really good. So now I'm gonna add the milk. It makes quite a bit. And this does last us about 4 to 5 days. This has 2 beets, 3 carrots, 2 celery sticks, half a lemon, and 1 green apple, and this is for tomorrow morning. Okay, I just finished my laundry. Now we're moving on to the final step. I just swept, and now I'm going to clean my floors with a Swiffer wet jet. I love this thing, it's super convenient. What I do with the little pad that goes on the bottom is prior to going over the floor, I'll kind of wet it a little bit so it's already damp. No, more like wet. And then I go ahead and spray the solution that's inside of it. I just feel like it makes it more wet. Sometimes I feel like it can be too dry, or you have to use an excessive amount of the solution, and this stuff is not very cheap. So that is what works best for me. All right, you guys, after cleaning my floors, I feel good, I feel better, I feel completely prepared for this week, because there's a lot we can't control in our lives, so it's good for us to have a handle on what we can control, like what we eat, the environment in which we live, right? We can't all live somewhere nice and luxurious, but we can all live somewhere clean. So I feel like by doing all of those essential things, I can just go to sleep resting assured that this is gonna be a week that is as great as I made it. For the rest of my evening, I've gotten my surroundings in order, I've gotten everything taken care of, so I'll be spending the rest of the evening, or at least like a good 45 minutes, because it's already pretty late, reading my Bible and feeding my soul, because it's just as important to have that area of your life intact. If not, it's more important than these other factors. I really hope that you're able to take something from this video, whether it be a product I use or just a mechanism I use to improve my organization skills, and plan for my week in general. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment if this is the kind of content that you enjoy or would like to see in the future. And we'll see you on the next video.